CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than they did before we get...
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks had...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Giles in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Dallas, Hardaway is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now, here's Covington. Count it. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Here is Lillard. Fires, high post, and he nails the jumper. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Doncic finds Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
A great job to kick it back and create the easy one.
That's the unselfishness you want to see. To try and score consistently, you have to work together.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. Well, that's about decision-making and being comfortable in the pick and roll. For Luka, he's been there and done that.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Off target with his 3. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's McCollum. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Doncic with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
Dallas leading by 4. Brunson scanning the floor. The pass to Redick. Over Anthony. Stolen by Cantor. And stolen by Richardson. It's Powell on the wing. Outside, Redick looking for Cauley Stein. He gets it there. Back to Redick. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. They're running. And stolen by Redick. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. And good from Cauley Stein with a sweet move.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Carmelo. It's Hollis Jefferson, top of the key. Powell kicks to Anthony. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Cantor with it. Cauley Stein defending. Here's Powell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot, and Cantor throws it down.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Richardson outside. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Off on the layup. Here's Simons, and he banks in the layup.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Simons. Shoots from the line, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in the point guard. Simons, the pass to Kanter. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Here's Simons. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Now Kanter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anthony. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Inside. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Cauley Stein's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Here's Simons. He's got 6. Here's Kanter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Covington, great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but They're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Harry Giles is checked in for Kansas. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Lillard against Hardaway. Back to McCollum. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Dallas.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
And he gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
McCollum finds Lillard. Here's Giles. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Covington down low. Lillard left side. Tries again. Nurkic kicks to Giles. McCollum against Doncic. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good on the triple. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Poked loose and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. 36 seconds left now here in the second. Doncic with it. 6 points for him. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Over Giles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Dallas, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard scanning the floor. Good.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that'll about do.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
They've got Marjanovic. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Doncic. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. That shot is off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Out to Doncic. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The rebound by Giles.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Covington with the bucket.
Robert Covington has turned himself into a legitimate shooter. He got on the floor because of his defense. He stays because he's worked at it.
Here's Doncic. And Covington sends it back. And now Portland on the break. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Porzingis with the ball, now defended by McCollum. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. Nurkic up top with his first shot attempt, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
And the Mavericks call time here. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this team.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Lock at 6. Nurkic kicks to Giles. That's a 2 from Lillard. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Brunson. Richardson trying to break loose. Brunson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And it's Lillard missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Brunson against Anthony. And it's Powell slamming it down.
Dwight Powell showing some flash and some panache.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
It's good.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
52 seconds left to play here in the third. Simons, the pass to Canner. There's Hollis Jefferson. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Powell finds Cauley Stein. Count that bucket. Cauley Stein's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, that's an interesting point about Carmelo, one of the most prolific free throw shooters in the history of the game. Spends a lot of time at the stripe.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And here's Brunson. He's got 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Enes Kanter. For Dallas, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And thanks to their out. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Trailblazers trail by 9. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Covington in at small forward. But he stays with it. Lillard from outside, nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Trailblazers. And the Mavericks call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Doncic with the bucket. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Outside, Covington. Here's Lillard. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
How about these big shots for him in the 4th? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Nurkic against Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Good on the shot. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. To the middle. Nurkic the pass to Covington. Porzingis with the steal. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Now Doncic. Down low. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Lillard.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
And an intentional foul right there. Lillard against Doncic. From deep. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Lillard. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. He kicks it to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Giles has got his 4th rebound in this one. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Takes it out to Covington, and there's the pass to Lillard. To the left wing. Nobody near Nurkic. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Doncic feeling it out. Passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Make no mistake, guys, the playmaking ability of Luka Doncic is special. Even at a young age, this guy can pick apart a defense.
Lillard from outside. Porzingis with the steal. And here's the fast break. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's Giles. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Lillard against Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Damian Lillard.
Clearly a foul.
Right on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And there's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game. Scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
Cantor checked in for Portland. Lillard with no one around. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Nurkic.
This is why so many teams are high on what Porzingis' ceiling is.
All right, David. Great. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. And nothing.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Aaron Gordon out there at Bowl. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center. And for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. To the inside. And Jokic slams it in.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Porter against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And, boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Hardaway for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Here's Denver now. Here's Murray. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
Well, one of the things you know as a defender, you've got to stay down on the pump fake. But Murray really crafty at getting defenders off their feet. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Outside, Porzingis. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Porter. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now, Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Stolen by Gordon.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Jokic passes to Gordon. And the shot is good.
And Gordon is a guy who's used to being bodied. I mean, he just kind of plays through it, shrugging off the contact and ignoring it, really.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Shoots the 3. And Bull pulls it down. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Bull goes back up. He lays it in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Brunson against Murray. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Porter. Bucket is good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. Kicks it to Powell. From deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And Porter, here we go. Misses the layup. Mavericks trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And stolen by Bull. Porter against Richardson. Nice move. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Murray finds Jokic. Over Cauley Stein. And the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Nuggets. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your ego out.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got JaVale McGee. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Dozier in at the small forward. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. But he recovers it. Powell. Here's Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Richardson kicks to Brunson. Morris against Richardson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
You know, at this point of his career, Richardson knows his role, understands it, embraces it. He's a 3-and-D guy who gives you great effort at both ends of the court.
And Richardson drops them both. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The Nuggets leading by 11. Morris passes to McGee. There's the dish to Barton. Back to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Brunson the pass to Redick. From outside, off the mark. For Denver, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That one misses. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Barton dishes to McGee. Dozier kicks to Barton. Shot clock at 5. McGee, the pass to Millsap. McGee trying to break free. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by McGee.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
1:58 left in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The Nuggets leading by 16.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Drops in the tray. Doncic has got 9.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you 3. The revenge triple.
Morris kicks to Barton. 44 seconds left to play in the first half.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Porzingis can't hit. Denver leading by 16. Morris looking over the floor. Barton from outside. Barton missing again. Here are the Mavericks now. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The three-pointer no good. Here's Millsap. Barton outside. Fires from deep. Passes it to Dozier. From deep. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in command with us. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said there's really nothing he can't do other than jump. How about that, Jamal Murray?
That's a good one, but guess what? It's a lot of people that couldn't jump over great players. But nowadays, it's all about skills. Dribble.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get under.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Porzingis. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Here's Hardaway. Oh!
That's just too easy. You got to offer more resistance. I mean, Hardaway Jr., very dangerous once he gets this type of position.
Here's Bull. Offline with his three. Mavericks trail by 12. Hardaway with a wide open look. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Murray for three. They get it back. From downtown. The kick out to Porter. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his fourth rebound in this one. Hardaway for three. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Porter finds Gordon. The kick out to Porter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. 5 on the clock, and it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Bull, the pass to Jokic. And again, Denver, no good.
I guess even he has missed one of those once in a while.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, third turnover of the quarter, and he has got to value that basketball more.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. The deep three from Redick. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And stolen by Redick. Richardson with it, outguarded by Murray.
And, you know, Richardson, simply by being aggressive, puts a lot of pressure on the defense and is able to force the foul.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Morris against Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Here's Morris. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
Morris against Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Denver.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Barton against Brunson. Here's Morris. That shot off the mark. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. It's tipped. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, a big reason Millsap's a star is because of his defense. Great anticipation to come up with the steal and push it on the break.
Brunson against Morris. Brunson, good. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got his third basket of the night right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint
between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Was shot by Reddick, no good. With 1 on the clock, the shot comes out, and so it's Denver enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Nuggets, JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3. Morris dishes to Millsap. McGee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
And Doncic, here we go.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Morris, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Inside, here's Morris, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Dozier passes to McGee. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
That doesn't go either for Doncic. The Nuggets leading by 14. Millsap kicks to Barton. Off target from three-point range.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And here is Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Morris passes to Millsap. Back to Morris. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Finney-Smith. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Ball stolen. Here's Porzingis. The quick look, no good that time.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
McGee, the pass to Barton. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks trail by 12. Outside Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Morris for 3. Millsap. And he banks in the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And, you know, Millsap ready to shoot anytime he's close to the basket. Gets it off before the defense can react.
Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Denver leading by 14.
And clearly we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nuggets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for JaVale McGee.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Morris kicks to McGee, trying his luck from deep. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Hardaway from outside. The putback. Porzingis on the follow.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Morris with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubats in at the 5. And for Dallas, Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Beverley. Pass to Zubats. Doncic with the steal. To the middle. Another shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
And here's Beverley. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And Doncic hits it to go.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
And George, here we go. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Doncic against George. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there for Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
To the paint. Takes it out to Leonard. There's the pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. Takes a 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Leonard missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Doncic. Here the step back. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Sure.
He went high.
That was nice.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. It's hauled in by George.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Leonard on the wing, covered by Redick. Leonard kicks to Morris. Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Mavericks leading by 6. To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
And sort of a hired gun. Redick's been a premier floor spacer in this league for a long time.
Listen to these numbers, GA, for his career. He has shot over 40% from 3. One season, he hit 47% from beyond the arc. And I can tell you, that is a tough mark to hit. And over the years, his incredible range has just become more and more valuable.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jackson with it. lays it up off the glass.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Mavericks leading by 6. Brunson scanning the floor. He kicks it to Reddick. Back to Brunson. Pass to Powell. There's the dish to Cauley-Stein. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Powell, that's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Brunson against Jackson. Pass to Cousins. Kennard on the wing. And the layup falls.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Reddick for 3, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. Back. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to act like.
This game, it's a physical game, obviously, but, a lot of it is mental.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's man in at the 3 slot. Kennard finds Ibaka. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Richardson. And the rejection by Jackson. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Mavericks leading by 6. Inside. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
Doncic looking it over. To the middle, Paul George with the steal. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Clippers trail by 4. Now, here is George. The pass to Beverly. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Doncic against Beverly. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic against Beverly. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Outside, Redick. Down low, and stolen by Cousins. Here's Mann, good, and it's Cousins picking up the assist.
This is what Cousins gives you, good recognition, the ability to make plays for his teammates.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. Brunson against Jackson. Crafty move, and what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Floats it up for Cousins.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Now Brunson. The baseline J off the mark. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
One of the guys who fills up the stat sheet. Unfortunately for Cousins, that tends to include a high number of techs each year.
So the clock runs out with the score tied.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Welcome to the Mavericks. Kenny, what was your impression?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass.
And that'll do.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Passes to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Leonard attacking, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
One shot.
The Clippers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
The NBA champion, Finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
For the lead, keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And they double up Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith, and it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
The 3 for Doncic. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. He's perfect from the line this time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And then Cauley-Stein with the jam.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
The Mavericks shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Beverly looking around. Right side, Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Hardaway with it. George picks him up. Doncic against Beverly. Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And here's Jackson. Here's Cousins. And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. Kennard on the wing. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And he gets the bucket. Cauley-Stein's got 5 points so far.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed. And that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Cousins, no one around him, and that one goes long.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Outside, Redick. The putback, it's good on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Jackson. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Kennard, the bounce pass. To stop the run. And Cousins with the lay-in. Cousins has got his second bucket.
I mean, fantastic awareness by DeMarcus. Keeps his head up, stays poised, makes a play in time.
Brunson, good.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kennard with the ball. Dishes it to Ibaka. Pass to Kennard. Clippers moving the ball around. Jackson down low. Brunson covering. Ibaka, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Ibaka's got his first bucket in this one.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 6. 15 seconds left in the third. Jackson looking it over. And the pass to Cousins. That will count, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Dallas up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of catering. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Jackson. Pocket is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Back to Doncic. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Now here is George. Zubac kicks to George. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Beautiful executed play. Kawhi Leonard makes the right read, wheeling and dealing.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
All free throws good from Doncic. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Beverly. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. There's the feed to Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Now Doncic, defended by Beverly. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Can't cash in from close range. Hardaway with the steal. Pass to Marjanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Leonard. Outside for George. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Beverly against Doncic. That's tipped. The Clippers again turning it over. Los Angeles making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Doncic against Beverly. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Doncic against Beverly. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And there's the pass to George. Leonard with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. The Clippers keep it alive. Morris kicks to Cousins. No good with the layup. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. George looking around. There's the three. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Dallas leading by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. No good off the back of the rim.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's Giles in at the 5 down low. Here's Giles. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Nurkic. The rebound by Marjanovic.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
Hardaway trying to free himself up. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Chris, it doesn't matter if they're two of the best teams in the league or the two worst. When these guys get together, these rivals, it's always fun.
Yeah, Kevin, you're so right. When it's a conference rivalry, that's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Back to McCollum. This one for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Dallas with the ball. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's McCollum. Outside Anthony. Now Nurkic. Pass to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Portland again missing. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Finney-Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's McCollum. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. From outside the arc, the Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Again, McCollum missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic gets it to go.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Now, here's Lillard. And he comes up with the deuce.
Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll. This is a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Doncic feeling it out. Outside, Porzingis. That 3 off the mark.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
But even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Powell. The pass to Simons. Outside Covington. Here's Richardson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when Richardson is aggressive, good things tend to happen, including how he attracts fouls while shooting.
And Richardson drops them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lobs it up for Cantor. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Cantor for 3. Portland no good that time either.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 6. Powell, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Covington. Cantor finds Hollis Jefferson. Outside Covington. Over Cauley-Stein. Portland no good that time either. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Johnson the pass to Cauley-Stein. And the shot goes in.
Staying locked in. That's what helps Cauley-Stein finish off these challenging buckets over the defense.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Simons, the pass to Canner. Tipped away. Passes it to Powell. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Portland moving the ball around. That's a 2 from Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Richardson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he sinks the second. Here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's Richardson on the wing. And Covington sends it back. Hollis Jefferson passes to Covington. Second chance shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
7 seconds left to play in the first. And the wide open shot from Redick. And the 3 ball is good.
Oh, this is how Redick has made his living. He's a dead-eye shooter who has a ton of confidence in himself.
And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a... Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but...
When I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace. It's gotten them out to an early lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Simons, the pass to Cannon. Takes it out to Covington. Misses the 3. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Simons, the pass to Cannon. He was all alone on that one.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Brunson scanning the floor. Richardson dishes to Redick. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Redick's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Takes it out to Covington. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
And in Intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Here's Hardaway. Not going to go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Portland with the ball. 15-point game. Lillard finds Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
You got to play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
Doncic against Anthony. That one good for 2. Doncic has got his second basket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Lillard left side. It's deflected. Nurkic and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, he's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
That one is no good. Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Hardaway to the middle. Nurkic against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is double. The 3 for Doncic. Portland grabs the miss. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And there's the feed to Nurkic. Now the pass to Giles. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Elbow shot is on the way. And they pick up 2.
I think McCollum's mechanics and mindset really come into play in the mid-range game. He's deadly from that area.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. 15 seconds left in the first half of the game. 6 to shoot. And it's Doncic missing. And here's the break. Here's McCollum. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Lillard. Lillard's got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calmness.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Mavericks.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. An exceptional game plan. And that
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Hardaway. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D to burn him in the open floor.
The drive by Doncic. And that one, good. 6 points for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
McCollum kicks to Giles. Lillard with no one around. It's good from long range.
Timeout, timeout.
Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Mavericks leading by 7. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. 8 points for Luka Doncic.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Hardaway with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. Yep, and it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Feeds it to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Powell, he's jacked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Doncic. Here's Brunson. Makes it off the glass. Brunson's got 6.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Canner, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Redick is in the corner. Back to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Goes up at the stripe. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now look, he was laying in wait for that pass. I mean, lured him into his trap.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Trailblazers trail by 15. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Powell. Here's Simons. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Covington. Cantor trying to free himself up.
Proving he's not afraid to finish with power. Covington loves to dunk it home.
Here's Brunson. He has 6. And the pass to Powell. Good D by Covington. The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. .103 left in the third. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. Now the feed to Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Brunson finds Richardson. Back to Brunson. Clock at 4. And Covington sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Redick. He has 5. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. And they need to avoid that.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Powell. Oh, took the contact. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Robert Covington, also Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there. Norman Powell is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Kanter, the pass to Powell. Over Richardson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
It's tipped. Cauley-Stein dishes to Richardson. Kanter against Redick. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Giles checked in for Enes Kanter. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Robert Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Nurkic finds Lillard. Porzingis with the steal. Hard away against McCollum. Sweet move. Marjanovic down low and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers trail by 10. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Lillard against Doncic. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
And it's McCollum off the drive, and he makes that one.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Now, here's Doncic. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And the body control on display there. Doncic looking determined to finish no matter the contact.
Lillard up top, guarded by Doncic. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. To the paint, here's Nurkic. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Over McCollum. And another basket for Dallas.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic with it. 5 on the clock. Back to Marjanovic. One-on-one here. That's a 2 from Powell. That one a little long. Mavericks leading by 12. Marjanovic finds Hardaway. Doncic outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. No good with the triple. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Got to get the whole team pumped up.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Doncic outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Cans it from downtown.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
And here is Doncic. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. A beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Cole is out there with Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Now here's Porter. Jokic inside. Guarded by Marjanovic. And that one, good. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have two names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
And here's Porter after Luka Doncic hitting the three. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Clock at 6. And he lays it straight in.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Murray against Hardaway. A three ball. Another three for Dallas.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murray outside. To the inside. They get a hand on it. And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That's his first foul. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Mavs. Murray outside. Doncic with the steal. Outside Hardaway. The tray. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. And here's Doncic from the arc. And Bol pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Here's Doncic. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Marjanovic finds Doncic. Marjanovic, no good. The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for locked picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in. There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The three for Doncic. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Doncic has got 9.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Murray outside. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
With the tip. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morris kicks to McGee. Back to Morris. It's good. This game is all even.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Richardson against Barton. Brunson the pass to Powell. Dallas moving it around. Shoots. And he makes good on the layup.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the first. And here is Morris. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Morris. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's been all about... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each...
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the three. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Redick for three. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's the floater. Dozier can't get it to go. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Redick's got the ball. Offensive rebound Mavericks. The pass to Richardson from the arc. That shot no good. Morris inside. Brunson covering. Morris no good. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Mavericks leading by 5. Brunson with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Redick way outside.
And thanks to that cold second quarter, they're down to just over 30% from three-point range. It hasn't cost them the lead yet.
A nice shot by Dozier.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Now, here is Morris. He has 6. Millsap misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Looks like Josh Richardson is always seeking a shot, this time looking for contact as well.
Dallas shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. A different look for Denver.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Dallas leading by 3.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Howell's got 9 points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Murray the pass to Bull. Jokic kicks to Murray. And it's off from three-point range. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
And the Mavericks with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Jokic.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Richardson. No good. And it's Denver the other way.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Cauley-Stein in great position to reject that shot.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Now here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Doncic outside. Dallas, no good that time either. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
Kevin, thank you.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than the... And...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot.
And this is a guy who just naturally draws fouls at a very high rate. That time Porter takes him off the bounce.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Here's Doncic. From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Doncic has got 12 points in the game. Here's Murray, 6 points for him. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
And here is Murray. after Luka Doncic hitting the three. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Denver, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Well, it's interesting when Jokic was playing with Nurkic and they cleared the room for Jokic to take over at the center position. He's taken on that responsibility. He's taken on the star role. He's accepting it and excelling at it.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 15. Drills it from outside.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Doncic against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Nuggets trail. Here's Porter. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Dozier passes to Morris. McGee against Redick. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Mavericks trail by 5. Richardson outside. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. There's the lob to the hoop and the dunk by Powell.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 6, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Brunson with a clean look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Here's Brunson. Knocks down the step-back J.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Morris passes to McGee. Millsap trying to get open. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Runs in the pass to Redick. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Denver, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And he makes both free throws. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Redick with the three. He made it! He gets it to go! Wow!
Yeah, that.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Morris, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Brunson. Redick for 3. The shot missing. And Denver the other way now.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Barton, no luck.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Brunson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets leading by 8. Morris finds McGee. Back to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Brunson against Morris. Pass to Richardson. Dallas, no good that time either. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
Redick with the 3. Here's Powell. Rebounded by McGee. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And here is Morris. Barton dishes to McGee. Ball's knocked loose. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Just 4 to shoot. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. That one falls. Doncic has got 20 points.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Passes it to McGee. He kicks to Morris. Millsap left side. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with the chance to win. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
That free throw good from Barton.
6'6", 175. That's one wily athlete. Will Barton, tough to guard, given his height and his speed.
Both free throws good from Barton. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Down by 12. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets. And here's Doncic from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 7 now in this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Just 5 to shoot. Murray the pass to Bull. Outside for Murray. It's up a 3. That one, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. From past the arc. And it's Doncic missing. Denver leading by 9. And it's Murray with the jam.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nuggets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other teams.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for JaVale McGee.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From 10 feet out. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And here are the Mavericks now. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Hardaway. The 3 for Doncic. Hardaway finds Doncic. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Hole with it. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Even. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And just about to get underway as the starting five. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George, and it's Zubac in at center. Now here's Beverly. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Yep, it counts. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Well, the length of Paul George, creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Morris against Doncic. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Leonard. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. It's hauled in by Porzingis. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And that one is good.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Beverly looking around. Leonard on the wing. Inside. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Zubac.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Now here's Leonard. Leonard draws the double. On the wing, Morris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
2 shots. And so he hits both. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Pass to Redick. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Now, here's Kennard. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Richardson, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
A minute 50 left in the first. Left side, Jackson. Here's Cousins. Here's Mann. That shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Out left to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 5 to shoot. Ibaka finds Kennard. Tries again. Cousins trying to free himself up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Runs in the pass to Redick. And he feeds it to Cauley Stein. Outside for Redick. Shot clock at 6. Cousins pulls it in. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Kennard's shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Outside Jackson. Passes it to Cousins. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the contest. Clippers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Redick. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they... And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the floor for Dallas, Dwight Powell is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center, filling out the middle. Kicks to Richardson. Powell, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Powell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's Jackson with the drive. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Dallas leading by 17. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Richardson for 3, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Now, here's Zubats. On the wing, George. Guarded by Hardaway. Count that one. Morris has got 6.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Down low, here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 17. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Beverly dishes to Morris. that one doesn't drop. Nice D from Doncic.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And now the Clippers on the break. That's tipped, but he stays with it. And George with the stuff. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's hauled in by Beverly. Clippers trail by 15. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
The drive by Doncic. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up Los Angeles. The Clippers again in transition. And it's Beverly missing. Dallas leading by 13. Porzingis against Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, there was so much hype around Kristaps Porzingis once he got off to a great start in his first year. And you just want to see him continue to grow and add dimensions to the offensive game every year. What's next? We'll see.
Dallas making a switch here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Jackson finds Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Richardson. To the middle. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 12 in the game.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
At the top of the key, Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Well, quality shots usually translate to great percentages. The chippy for DeMarcus Cousins with authority.
And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 12. And that'll do.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Mavericks making a switch here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Doncic against Beverly. The drive by Doncic. Can't hit from in close.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And they double up Doncic. And there it is for him. Doncic has got 8 points.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
George with no one around. No good on the three. Mavericks leading by 15. To the paint. Here's Hardaway. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Beverly against Doncic. Beverly the pass to Zubac. Doncic with the steal. To the inside. Porzingis trying to get free. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both free throws good from Beverly. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Hardaway. Now Porzingis, covered by Morris. Nice move. And it's Porzingis getting it to go. 16 points for him.
Boy, excellent start to this second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside, George. Left side, Leonard. Zubac's with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Morris, no good. Mavericks leading by 19. Fires for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Leonard looking around. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Richardson. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Richardson outside. Inside. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Outside, George. Three-pointer. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Brunson against Beverly. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Beverly against Brunson. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Morris. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
The first free throw is good. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Baca comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Richardson against Kennard. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 14. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Lays it up off the glass. Cauley Stein's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Mavs. Now Kennard. The pass to Jackson. Now Ibaka. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Ibaka. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. To the middle. Cauley Stein dishes to Powell. Redick passes to Powell. Redick bounce pass. Back to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Redick finds Powell. The 3. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Clippers trail by 16. Jackson looking around. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's a smart play Jackson will keep going back to. He knows he'll make it to the rim, get fouled, or maybe both. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Second free throw, no good. Mavericks leading by 15. Hardaway with a wide open look. Gets a hand on it, and Doncic is right there.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Here's Jackson, right side George. Over Hardaway. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. They get it again. Six on the shot clock for the 3. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Doncic with the steal. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 17. And there's Jackson on the assist by George.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
Jackson against Doncic. The 3. Passes to Finney-Smith. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half. Jackson with it. Hardaway picks him up. Porzingis with the steal. There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Up the floor, George with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Nobody near Leonard. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Morris passes to Jackson. And here's Leonard from three. Here's Zubac. Outside Leonard, launches it. Sinks the three-pointer.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
From deep three-point range, Doncic, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
From deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Jackson kicks to George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. This was a very strong. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.